Tomlin.
312-644-6767. Let's try Daniel. Daniel's on the road. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Just with regards to Rodgers, I know there's a lot of anxiety about this. One of those people. This is not the same player, of 5 years ago. He's got 7 interceptions. The Steelers don't throw the ball particularly well. I think defensively, or when the Bears are on offense, it's a really good matchup. The Steelers are the worst in the NFL against the pass. They're not good defensively. I realize they're 6-4. They also play at, the quarterbacks, probably the worst division in football. So, I think the Bears are going to win with or without Rodgers. And if Rodgers plays with a broken wrist and in pain, obviously the guy's a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best quarterbacks ever. So, but when you do that, you're going to end up sort of guarding that area of pain, and you open yourself to mistakes, more injuries. So I think if the Steelers let him do a mistake, but I understand the trepidation, but I'm not, overly concerned with him being the difference in this game for those reasons.
Okay, Daniel.
Thanks for the phone call, Daniel.
Yep.
I respect that. I disagree.
Let me ask you something. Why do they want him to play? Why would you allow him to play with a brace on his wrist instead of playing someone else?
Because he's capable of controlling the game.
Because he's the better quarterback.
Because he's the better quarterback.
That's as simple as
the
that.
only reason you're considering this is because he is who he is. Why did you wait until late summer before you allowed him to sign a contract? Because you waited for the payoff. The payoff with Aaron Rodgers is considerable. He makes your team different. He has had had a string of 4 games this year with a pass rating of over 100.
Yep.
Yes, he has 7 picks. He's got 19 touchdowns.
Yep.
I understand.
He's a better player.
The vitriol, I get it all. But he will be impaired with the wrist. It is dangerous. There's some degree of risk involved. But when you're 41 years old, I think you're willing to take those risks. And the Bears have not had great luck against 40-year-old quarterbacks this year.
Carrie is listening on the Odyssey app. Hey, Carrie.
Guys, what are we talking about here? Listen, do we want to face him? Do we not want to face him? Of course we want to face him. This team and this season has been a success for as far as I can see. The minute Ben Johnson took this job, we have the brightest future in the NFL. I don't care if we lose every game going forward. I want to face Aaron Rodgers, and everybody in the city of Chicago should want to face Aaron Rodgers with Ben Johnson.
And what do you want to do with him? How do you want to face him? What is it you're looking to get done?
Are you kidding me?
No, I know exactly the answer. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to go there. I know you know the answer. I just want to beat this man. I don't care if he's got a broken. The history this man has with this city, we've all seen it. We've all had to deal with it. To not want to go against him with this new regime, with this quarterback, with this defense playing him, you're foolish. It's going to be the greatest game of the year.
Who was the ex-Jets quarterback the Bears knocked out of? Oh, Joe Namath. Do you remember that? Years and years ago. I believe that was they finished his career.
Yeah.
They owe one to Aaron Rodgers.
I just find it amusing.
That's all that you have to say about it.
If the Bears
it's great. I
just
love that.
beat Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't care what happens the rest of the year. You could lose every game. I think he said something to that effect.
It's hilarious.
That's good.
Gabriel is in Chicago.
Hi,
hey,
Gabriel.
How you doing? You guys?
Good. I can hear you, bud. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in on the Rodgers thing. I do want to face him. And not only that, I want to face him at his best. How many more shots are we going to get at this guy, It's a twofold victory if we face him at his best. Number one, if we are, quote-unquote, a true playoff team, it's not going to get any easier. And the other half of that is that I want to send the best version of Aaron Rodgers home, black and blue. I want him on his knees.
You know what a true playoff team is? You know what a true playoff team is?
I want him on his knees. Is how we finished
I suppose. A true
That's
playoff
awesome.
team is a team that makes the playoffs. A true playoff team is a team that gets into the tournament.
But don't you want Aaron Rodgers on his knees praying to the Almighty that just end it, end the pain?
That's great.
I like that. Yes. I like that. It's all you want to do is win, blah, blah, blah. But there's something about that guy that you need to kind of get him.
That's fine.
Will is on the road. Hey, Will.
Hey, guys. How's it going? I just wanted to say, I don't know if I want to face Rodgers this weekend because he's hurt. So if we win, that's going to be an excuse. And if we lose, then it's going to look even worse because they're going to be like, you couldn't even beat him when he was hurt. So I kind of would rather just face the backup and take the win.
I like that logic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the rhetoric, the commentary, the reaction to wins is all, look, we do it for a living. It's important. It's necessary. It's fun. It's interesting. All those things. But all that really matters is the win, the winning part. So however you get to 10 wins, which gets you into the playoffs, I'm not so sure that the method is as important as the process is not as important as the outcome. How you do it isn't as important in terms of the details as that you did it. You just want to win. You want to be 8-3. What's the easiest path to 8-3? Not what is the most
that's all that
difficult
matters
path.
To you is just winning
That
the game.
To me, yes.
Yeah.
But all that matters
David,
to me is winning.
But David, like they still get to play the Packers twice this year.
Okay.
So are you looking for a split or are you looking to take the North?
Well, I think that you want to get to the playoffs. I want to be consistent is what I want to do. And if I've said that it's getting to the playoffs is step one on this Ben Johnson odyssey, wherever it's headed, one day to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Getting to the playoffs is the first step of that. Winning the division is the next step to that. However you get to the postseason, Mully, is all that I think you want to concern yourself with this year.
I think there's a part of you, if you are a Bears player and they've trained you all this methodology about what Green Bay has done over the years in the rivalry, there's part of you that wants to not only get to the playoffs and win the playoffs, but keep them out and beat them twice.
I think you're speaking from experience. You're speaking like somebody who has a history with covering that and maybe rooting for that. I think that if you ask the players...
I'm not rooting for it.
I know.
The players always are.
I don't know. I mean, the players want to get to the... Players want playoff checks. They want playoff success. They want to get to the postseason.
Olin Kreutz. I get to do the pre and post with him. We've been doing it for years. Do you know how many times Olin picks the Packers over the Bears?
Never. He never has. Right. It means something. Right.
And there are times where they may be favored by.
This is a good question for Olin.
19, 20 points.
Next time.
We're going to get into it. Believe me.
Ask Olin, would you rather, if you could tell you that you could guarantee a spot in the playoffs,
yes,
but you'd lose both games to the Packers,
right?
Or you could beat the Packers twice and miss the playoffs, which would you choose?
See, if you win this game against the next Packer, then you win those two games and you're in the playoffs. So I think Olin has the math on his side.
But that's not the question I asked. So I'm asking the question, and I'm posing it that way based on what you just said.
That is an excellent question for him.
Yes, I know.
I'm honest to God, I will ask him that.
And I'm not answering
Sunday
that for
morning.
him. I wouldn't dare.
I'm with you.
I wouldn't dare. And I can't really speak from that perspective.
Yeah.
All I'm telling you is that, Mully, as we are trained to reward and to value what is most important in any NFL season, I objectively. And we are objective. We're supposed to have objectivity. So evaluating this, it's getting to the playoffs, getting to the Super Bowl.
Totally agree.
And so that is somewhat devoid of emotion. And I respect where everybody's coming from because they're speaking with their heart, not their head. That's okay. Because if you're looking at this objectively,
football does that to you. There's something about
I get it, Mully. I understand that.
Yeah.
I respect it, but just get to 10, and I don't care how you do it. If losing both to the games to the Packers means you're going to beat the Lions and beat the Steelers and get to 10 or 11 wins, I think you're fine. Then this season is a rousing success.
I just want to say, I know the conversation is, should they play? Is Aaron Rodgers going to play or not?
Yep.
And the thing is about excuses. You don't want to play him because, it's easier to get that win probably with the backup. But no matter what, it's going to be an excuse anyway. So wouldn't it just feel a little bit sweeter, the fact that Aaron Rodgers do play and you beat him.
That's a good point, Brandon, because Aaron Rodgers is going to come up with an excuse as to why he didn't win the game regardless. Well, if my wrist had been okay, if I had slept better, if there wasn't a cricket in my room that was making noise. There's always an excuse.
There's always going to be noise. And you know what it is? Noise. It really doesn't.
I love this conversation.
It really doesn't affect the standings, and it really has no impact on the outcome.
All
and the
you
bottom
want
line
is to win the game.
The bottom line is you wake up Monday morning and you're 8-3. Then I think you feel good about everything related to the Chicago Bears. If you wake up 7-4, but you got a chance to play old man Rodgers, but he beat you, are you going to feel better because you got a chance to face Aaron Rodgers?
No, you're right. I mean, that's all accurate, David. I'm just saying there is this underlying element of the guy going in and being 11-1 at Soldier Field and letting people know, I own you. I've always owned you.
I remember. I was there. I'm with you.
There is a stark reality to that. Listen, all those years, I wished he was on the Bears side, okay? Because he's an excellent player. But, man, there's so many little incidents where, don't get me going. I still own you. John is in Starved Rock. Hey, John. Fires me up.
Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Good.
Doing well.
Hey, listen, so I just want us to remember a time when the Bears had Khalil Mack, and he came in from the edge. He sacked Rodgers, and Rodgers got injured, and we were going to win the game.
They lost.
And then Rodgers came back in.
Yeah.
They lost. Rodgers came back in.
Yeah.
You know,
I was at that game.
I think I'm still sour about it.
Yeah.
But the idea is that, like, Aaron finds ways to win against the Bears.
Yeah.
And our fourth quarter defense, for whatever reason, likes to give up a crap ton of points.
Yeah.
So I almost would
the
rather
idea of
be
him
okay
throwing
two.
He throws 2 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter.
He limped back onto the field for the second half. He came onto the field
because
he was
walking
impaired.
on his hands, so
and
he had to limp.
Right, exactly. And he did. And that was the Khalil Mack game, and everybody remembers it fondly because Khalil Mack dominated the Packers in a way in the first half that you thought I've never seen anything like that since the '85 Bears.
It was incredible,
and it really was. And then Aaron Rodgers ruined the night because
he came back and
the
won the
fond
game.
memories of that night are ruined because Aaron Rodgers made it happen. And you have to respect it, even though as much as you despise the guy. He is somebody that can hurt you, and he still can hurt you. If you don't believe it, ask the teams that he has hurt this season when he's thrown 19 touchdowns against 7 interceptions.
Mike's in Glencoe. Hey, Mike.
Good morning, guys. I have a related question, and I think both of you worked and covered Dick Duran.
Yep.
As excited as we all are about the Bears in this particular game, I keep thinking about, 2001, and Mike Brown, and every game was the same thing, go down to the last second, we win it. They brought in great players, but then the next year was a disaster. Now, I've got confidence that Ben Johnson's got a plan, but do you see any comparisons to Duran in that roller coaster year and Mike Brown?
No, it's a really good
question, Mike, but I don't. I really don't. I think with due respect to Dick Duran, who we both admired and respected,
he's a great man.
Was a great man, and I think Ben Johnson is a different breed of coach. I just think he's got things going in the right direction. I don't see a comparison there. I think every coach that you can compare Ben Johnson to, there's going to be a but he's different. He just seems different. The way the command, the direction, the clarity, the communication.
Listen, he's an offensive coach. He's a play caller. He has his own scheme, his own system. He's like McVay. He's like Kyle Shanahan. He's a guy that can run a team while running an offense. It's a totally separate entity because he's got a young quarterback who was the first overall pick, and he's working with him. And I love watching those good, better, best videos because you see different things. Right before they start that, Caleb is over hugging him. I'm telling you.
There's a bond developing.
There's
working. Something happening.
This is working.
And being a head coach has not overwhelmed him to the point where he can't call plays still.
And
he's able to do both.
And he knows where the bread is buttered, so he gives the game ball to the Kevin Warren.
How did that happen anyway?
Happy birthday.
Happy
I don't
birthday.
know. How did they find out it was his birthday? It's incredible. Happy birthday. Let's try Jeff. Jeff's on the Odyssey app. I'm loving this conversation.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm kind of in with David on this one. 25-5 is 25-5, and if you've watched Rodgers this year and you've watched the defensive line from the Bears not get pressure, Rodgers can throw flat-footed and still throw. His right arm can throw 30 yards with a zip and a pass. And if we're asking our cornerbacks to cover people that are good, and we're down 2 cornerbacks. We're
maybe more. We'll find out today.
Maybe
Jeff, it's
more.
a great point.
Thanks, Jeff.
Sorry we're up against the break, but he's absolutely right.